Was all of the protective film removed in your Hyundai Santa Cruz? It wasn't in mine, so we're going to go on a little hunt and get it all out of there. Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Robmotive MT. So was all of the protective film, this stuff, the stuff they put over all the sensitive surfaces, removed out of your Hyundai Santa Cruz? As I've been driving around, cruising around, I've noticed that I've got a lot of this stuff left inside the truck. Now, there's a perfectly valid reason for it. Obviously, it's to protect the sensitive surfaces during manufacture, shipping, and all that kind of stuff. But I think it actually could cause damage if you leave it on too long. Like if it heats up, maybe it adheres too strongly to the surfaces it's trying to protect. It also dulls those surfaces a little bit. I've got some in an area that I definitely need to get off, and then we're gonna hunt through the rest of the truck to find all of the other protective film that's still on my Hyundai Santa Cruz. Okay, we're gonna start here in the front because I know I have a few pieces I've seen, and you may be aware of some of them from some of the other videos if you have a keen eye. Now, we're gonna start right up here on the mirror, on the visor. You can see right away when you open it up, there is a protective piece of film on there. That's why it's so dull. I mean, if not, then I have a problem. But fortunately, there's a corner. Actually, it's underneath. But you can just grab it. You should be able to just peel it off. Isn't that much better? I think this is much better. Now, let's take a look at the passenger side. I don't believe there's any on this one. No. So they did remove the passenger side for some reason, but not the driver's side. Now, looking up here at the light area, there probably was some across here to protect this piano finish material, but it looks like that was removed. Now, moving down here, you can see on the radio screen right here via this edge, I've got some on there. Now, I go back and forth. This one might not be bad to leave because it does protect the screen area, but it also dulls it up a bit. And you have this area here showing to let you know that it is film. So I'm going to go ahead and take it off because I want to enjoy that screen in its full glory. So we should be able to just grab the edge, you see, like so, and pull it right off. There you go. And I did notice just now, there is an adhesive on the back of this. I mean, you can see it's sticking to my thumb, right? That's the stuff I think that if you leave it on too long and this heats up, it could actually cause some kind of damage or maybe stuck adhesive or something like that on your screen that then you have to try to get off. Not a good scenario, I don't think. So I think it's a good idea to pull that off. Moving over here on the gauge cluster. You see how that looks kind of dull? That's because there's film on there as well. Now, getting this one off, I'm not exactly sure. They did leave us some blue corners to grab, it looks like here. Yeah. So we should be able to just pull that off. Hopefully it comes off in one piece. And it did. Now, that looks a heck of a lot better, a heck of a lot clearer, I think. Definitely need to take that off. It's just not worth leaving that piece of film on there for protection, in my opinion, because it dulls it too much. Moving to the center cluster, right here, there is another piece of film on there. You can kind of see the little tab right there on the edge. You grab that edge right there and pull that right off. I got to be honest, until right now, I didn't even notice that was on there. Good to protect it, but I want to enjoy the full luster of what's in my truck myself. Now, moving down here, there's a lot of this stuff. Down here to the gear selector area, there's another piece right here. You can see the edge right there of the film. So we're going to go ahead, grab that, pull that off. Doesn't that look much clearer now? I mean, I just don't see a reason. I know it's for protective purposes, but I just don't see a reason to leave that on and not enjoy the full truck myself. Okay, next up, we have to move to the back. Here in the back seat area, we have a little more. I noticed we have some here. And you know, one thing I'll mention, if you drive around with the windows down and you hear a little weird rattling, if you guys can hear that, it could be this kind of stuff kind of bouncing around and making some noise. So you might check to see if you have any rogue pieces of film still in your vehicle. Let's go ahead. This one, I think we're going to have to kind of cut a little bit. There. Oh, I think there's a rubber band on there, actually. Yeah, there is. There's a rubber band on there. So I'm going to cut that off, and then we'll move on. Now, let's move up to the dome light. The dome light has some film on it as well. So let's go ahead, peel that off. Might actually cut down on your light a little bit if you leave that on. Again, just to protect all the surfaces. I appreciate that. Oh, and one thing I noticed while I'm back here, we do have a little clothes hanger back here. Actually, looks like just one on the driver's side. Yeah, none on the passenger side, but we do have one here on the driver's side. Just a little thing I hadn't noticed before. Now, we have to go to the bed for the next piece, or pieces. Okay, back here in the bed, I'm talking about over the LED lights on each side. There is protective film over those as well. So we need to go ahead and pull those off. Obviously, you want as much light back here as you can possibly get. Takes care of that one. Same thing on the driver's side. We have another piece of protective film. There you go. That takes care of underneath the tonneau cover, or the bed area. Now, there's one more spot I want to check. Looking under the hood, there actually was one piece, and I took it off, I think, when I did another video, but it was over the cover for the positive terminal of the battery. There was another piece of that clear film. I took that off because I was concerned about it heating up under here and either kind of melting or sticking permanently, and I didn't want that to happen. Looking around otherwise, I haven't removed anything else, nor do I see anything else other than all of these tags and labels and things that they put all over the place. Other than that, no more plastic film under here. So I think we're good. I think we're golden. I think I've gotten all of the protective film that was left on my Hyundai Santa Cruz. So leave a comment. Let me know. Did you get all yours off? Did you even check? I'll bet you that somewhere on your Hyundai Santa Cruz, there's still some protective film. Leave a comment. Let me know. Did I miss anything? I'd be curious. Also, real quick, I do have 2 additional channels. Rob Motive, all about Toyota Tacomas, and Rob Motive JT, all about Jeep Gladiators. Check them out, and if you're interested, please consider subscribing. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.